Hello and welcome to our Monday edition of News Across Nigeria. This is where we show and tell you what's happening in the 36 states of the Federation, crisscrossing the 6 geopolitical zones. I'm Olumide Macaulay. Thank you for joining us. However, we begin with a story that can affect all the states concerning the ministerial list, as Nigerians await the much talked about screening of the ministerial nominees. Reactions have continued to trail the antecedents of the nominees and the screening modalities to be employed by the Senate. Speaking on our breakfast show, Sunrise Daily, Honorable Mark Bila, representing Goa East and West constituency in Benue State, says the All Progressives Congress remains united in its decision to support the ministerial nominees during the exercise. Meanwhile, the spokesperson of the People's Democratic Party, Alisa Metu, says the leadership of the PDP will not dictate to its senators on what position to take during the screening exercise. Take a listen.
I expect that the very distinguished senators would do due diligence in the screening of the nominees. I expect that they will eschew political inclinations and put the interest of the country forward, because some of the vituperations coming from pressure groups are because of political reasons, not because those individuals are not qualified. It's interesting to know that there's contentions already within the senators about whether or not that was what was agreed upon. But I think trying to get a middle ground from the comments of the Senate chairman on media and other senators, I think the issue is they have standing rules that say 2 senators from the state should approve, but they agreed that in this circumstance they will not be so strict about that.
Right now, we control, because of recent judgments as well, we control about 46.5% of the Nigerian Senate. And we have full confidence in the people that are representing us.
Are they all on the same page?
That they will do what is right for the progress of this country. They are capable, they are competent to handle the ministerial screening. And the PDP as a party will not hold any discussions with them, will not give them any preconceived notion. Yes, no, we will not discuss with them. They are now working for the Nigerian people. They are no more working for the PDP. They were elected to serve the people. So in serving the Nigerian people, they should take the best decisions.
Much ado about the ministerial nominations. Let's take one reaction from the southern part of the country. Protests have greeted the nomination of some individuals on that list. Some other candidates have backed the support of their kinsmen. Take Edo State, for instance. Edo State Governor Comrade Adams Oshomole has given his full support to Mr. Osaje Ohanire, who is the Edo State representative on that list. Some other residents of Edo also believe the performance of the minister will depend largely on the leadership of the government.
The first step, the announcement of the first set of ministerial nominees as submitted by President Muhammadu Buhari. The second, and even more important, is the screening exercise by the National Assembly, which will confirm the appointment of these names as ministers of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Even before it begins, some candidates have received commendation. Governor Adams Oshomole expresses confidence in the choice of the Edo State nominee.
Let me use this opportunity, therefore, to ask you to give your total and unqualified support to our president. Hopefully in the next 1 or 2 weeks, we have a full federal executive council in place. And we are happy with the nomination that the president has made. We believe they are main agreement of integrity, including the minister coming from Edo State. And if we give them all the support they need, I believe they will drive the changes that Nigeria desire.
But the publicity secretary of the People's Democratic Party, PDP in Edo State, Chris Neikai, argues that the ministerial list itself is a farce.
We hope as a party that the government, the federal government,
can quickly have direction and begin to lead us in the right direction in terms of economic policy, political policy, security, and all the other things that matter to the people of Nigeria. But as a political party, we actually pray and hope that all these things can be handled in a manner that is befitting a country that has such great potentials.
Mr. Ayiri Emami says the incoming ministers will do well as long as the leadership is right.
Change is all about first the head. Once the head is good, everybody will follow suit. It's not that Buhari is there, it's the fear of Buhari. So once the head is good and those people that is working with him know that this man is a no-nonsense person, they will not take any advantage.
As the Senate commences screening of the ministerial nominees, Nigerians expect that the exercise will be thorough and transparent.
And at the end of the day, we'll see who gets what, that is, who occupies which position as far as the ministers are concerned. And this is already the end of the year. Away from the ministerial nominations to the southeastern part of the country, the Bishop of Niger West of the Anglican Communion, Right Reverend Johnson Ekwe, has urged the President and the National Assembly to draw a line between politics and governance in the administration of the country. The bishop gave the charge during the second session of the Second Synod of the Diocese of Niger West at the St. Jude Anglican Church, Nando, in Anambra East local government area of Anambra State. The bishop also urged the state governor, Willie Obiano, never to relent in the war against crime.
The National Assembly should quickly resolve the crisis, introduce it to it as an extension of the quarrel in the ruling party, and go ahead with its legislative and oversight functions. The Nigerian political class should mature to the point of being able to draw a line between politics and governance. The southeast geopolitical zone of the country has suffered much federal government neglect, particularly since the inception of the Third Republic. It is our wish that this present dispensation will urgently address and redress this imbalance in the interest of lasting peace, unity, and cordiality in the country.
You're watching News Across Nigeria. Coming up, the flag bearer of the All Progressives Congress in Kogi State promises to declare a state of emergency in the economy and power sectors if voted in as governor. Please stay with us.